This is episode 2 of my texture pack showcase series, and we are going to discuss a texture pack and show how this one is a complete tonal shift. This is Beyond Decay. Everything has a far much more darker, serious direction. This texture pack was made for the much more mature Total Miner audience, wants more darker, grittier, a much more serious vibe to the game. If you're making a zombie map, this is a texture pack I would strongly recommend. Um, I designed it in a way that just has a far much more serious tone, and everything has a very decayed, post-apocalyptic style. The the lore behind this texture pack is, what if the Total Money universe was at its breaking point? Resources you are looking at look far much more haphazardly put together. Everything has a very damaged, decayed look. When you put down even a workbench, it has all these markings of damage. Same with a treasure chest. Everything you can think of that you're used to with Total Miner, everything has been severely broken down to the point it looks very, very grubby and dirty. Everything has a very damaged aesthetic. The reason for this as well, when you're playing Dig Deep or Survival mode, things have a far much more darker aspect. Yesterday I was showcasing the, what was it? Yes, I think the day before, but when I showcased the Survival and Redux texture packs, they had a very colorful but balanced look. But this one goes for a much more darker tone. The night sky when the sun was going down, it looked really nice in the Survival one. But this one is different. Things are far much more redder, far much more darker, sinister. The sky doesn't change much at all to a nice color. It's a very end of day, a post-apocalyptic, and the nights are far much more darker. Even something like the sun boxes don't help much with the darkness. Everything is far much more just harder to play and much more difficult. The perfect texture pack to play something like Dig Deep on if you want a more horror style experience. Everything about this texture pack is very, very different and it feels familiar. The bricks are one of the coolest things because all of them have a very vibrant shape design. It's perfect for builders, and all of the ores have a very vibrant look to them as well. Obsidian is, well, purple. All of these blocks you are used to using now have far much more damage attributed to them. Everything you could think of that this texture pack has, all of it is just much more decayed. There is some creative liberties taken with this texture pack, of course, and that is the colors. Most of them have been replaced with brand new blocks, and they're not brand new blocks. Again, they're just texture replacements. They have no abilities or whatever. There's far much more bricks you can use. Everything has a far much more, as I said before, just decay looking style. So you could place a much more unique looking art style. And then another big addition is the, let me see if I can show this quickly. The lights. You can use different colored style lights. They don't really emit red lights or blue lights, but they really just that, just colors you can just customize. They've been added, so if you want to add a green light, a red light, or a purple light to your maps, you actually have that customization. All of my texture packs expand on more options for players to use, and I hope you all like this. And we are now going to go into other things. We're going to go into the decals, but as you all know, I replace with my texture packs, I replace a lot of the stained glass with different blocks, but it's not true for this one. Instead of yeah, we now have different shapes, different colors you can use, so they are all pretty much stained glass. want. The difference is you can use different patterns. So all of them are still the same stained glass that you're used to using. The only difference is you can use different patterns and they all have different colors. So you can make stained glass looking blocks with unique shapes and designs. And this is another thing I would like to showcase is here we go, the decals. And this is something I'd like to clarify. All of my texture packs have the same decals. So if you end up switching back to my other texture packs, they'll have the same decals. The reason for this is to remain as consistent as possible. It's on some few occasions, rare ones at least, where I do change some of the decals, but most of 98 or 97% of the time, all of my texture packs will have the same decals. So we're going to switch back to, actually I think this would be a good example. Let's go back to the treasure chests. Let's see if my texture pack actually changes them. Huh, I got tricked. This is not actually a treasure chest. I put a decal on a wood plank to make it look like a treasure chest. These are the real deal. These are the true treasure chests, and we're going to use them to use that same customization we have. So yes, you can still customize your treasure chest to look like anything you want. So as the player, you have tons of customization and options to use. I am right now trying to find the other ones. Ah, there we go. There's the white one. The red one should be. Oh, there's the green one. I saw the red one, and there we go. Let's see the yellow one quickly. Uh, there you go. Let's do a test now. We've just customized our own treasure chests. Now let's go back to the other texture pack to show that the decals remain the same. So, yeah, there you go. Um, as you can see, these are pretty much the same style as the other ones. You can rewind the video back and forth to see, but as you can see, there's tons of customization for this texture pack. But there's not too much to really cover with this texture pack in particular. Um, yeah, this is the Beyond Decay texture pack. At nighttime, it looks terrifying. It is darker than ever. The torches still are very great. They still have their uses. They still light up the area as you would need. It's amazing playing Dig Deep with this because everything has a very dark tonal atmosphere that really just works. And yeah, that's pretty much about it with this texture pack. There's not really too many things to go into, but as you can see, all the weapons, they look pretty much how you would expect. Some of them have a darker aesthetic, the armor as well, the food, pretty much everything is pretty much just that, a much darker style you can use for your maps. As I said before, this texture pack is designed for the much more mature total minor audience that want to make much more darker Fallout, Left 4 Dead, zombie maps, Resident Evil. If you're looking to build a map like that and you never could find a dark, sinister texture pack, I got you covered. This should be something I hope you all like. Um, One last thing to showcase is the guns. Guns are usually locked in the game. You have to enable them manually, as I've shown. But the guns in the game have all the guns have a unique aesthetic and look. All my tech packs have updated the guns to have a unique design and design philosophy. So you can use pretty much the guns and all that stuff and have fun with those with this unique art style to match. But yeah, that's pretty much about it with the Beyond Decay texture pack. I hope you liked this episode. Episode 3 should be coming out soon. Hope you all like this. See you all soon and take care.